Hello friends, welcome to the series of lectures of Mathematics 1. In last session, we have seen the basic concepts of eigenvalue and eigenvectors. Today, we are going to continue with eigenvalues and eigenvectors. In today's session, we are going to see how to find the eigenvectors. In last session, we have seen some of the properties of eigenvalues and eigenvectors and how to find the eigenvalues of different matrices. Now, today we are starting with a eigenvector. Before that, we are going to repeat our definition. If A is any matrix of order n, and if there exists a non-zero column matrix capital X and a scalar lambda such that A into X is equal to lambda into X, then we can say that lambda is an eigenvalue of capital A and capital X is an eigenvector of corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda. So now in last session we have seen how to find the eigenvalues using the characteristic equation, and then we have find lambda. Now for in today's session we are going to start with eigenvectors. So first example we have taken is find the eigenvalues and corresponding eigenvectors for the matrix A is equal to 8 minus 6 2 minus 6 7 minus 4 2 minus 4 3. So first we are starting with the solution. If we are going to find the solution, then first we required the characteristic equation. So we are starting with the characteristic equation of order 3, and that is nothing but lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda minus s3 is equal to 0. So finding the values of s1, s2 and s3. So s1 is nothing but our sum of principal diagonal elements of matrix A, that means trace of A, that is nothing but 8 plus 7 plus 3, and if you are going to add them then it will be 18. Now we are going to find S2. S2 is nothing but sum of minors of principal diagonal elements of matrix A. That means the first you are going to find the minor of 8, that will be a 7 minus 4 minus 4 3. Then you are finding the minor of 7, that will be a 8 2 2 3. Then you are finding the minor of 3, that will be a 8 minus 6 7. And if you are going to simplify, then you will have 21 minus 16, that will be 5. 8 3 is the 24 minus 4, that will be 20. And 8 7 is the 56 minus 36, that will be a 20. So the answer of S2 will be a 45. Same manner, S3 is nothing but it is the determinant of matrix A. So if we are going to find the determinant, then you have to use the first 8 into the minor of it, minus minus plus 6 into the minor of it, and at last 2 into the minor of it. So you will have 8 into 21 minus 16 plus 6 into minus 18 plus 8 plus 2 into 24 minus 14, and that will give you 40 minus 60 plus 20, and that is answer 0. That means the value of S3 is 0. Now what we are going to do, we are going to put all this value S1, S2 and S3 in the equation number 1. That means in the equation lambda cube minus S1 lambda square plus S2 lambda minus S3 is equal to 0. So S1 has a value 18, S2 has a value 45 and S3 has a value 0. So you will have equation lambda cube minus 18 lambda square plus 45 lambda is equal to 0. So lambda we are going to common out, and you will have lambda into lambda square minus 18 lambda plus 45 is equal to 0. And that will give you lambda into lambda minus 3, lambda minus 15 is equal to 0. And that will give you three values of lambda. Lambda is equal to 0, lambda is equal to 3 and lambda is equal to 15. Okay. So these three are the eigenvalues of the given matrix, and therefore we are now starting with the eigenvectors. Now to find the eigenvector, for each eigenvector we are going to solve the system A minus lambda I x is equal to 0. Now first we are going to put lambda is equal to 0 here, and that will give you 8 minus 6 2 minus 6 7 minus 4 2 minus 4 3 into the column x y z is equal to 0 0 0. Okay, and if you are going to write down this system in a form of matrix, in a form of equation, then you will have 8x minus 6y plus 2z is equal to 0. Second equation is minus 6x plus 7y minus 4z is equal to 0. And third equation is 2x minus 4y plus 3z is equal to 0. Now see, you can solve this system using row echelon. Also, we can solve this by Cramer's method. So, if you are going to use the row echelon form, then also you have the answer of x, y, z. And if you are going to use the Cramer's rule, then also we have the answer of x, y, z. Here we are going to use the Cramer's method. Now first we are going to, for Cramer's method, you require two non-zero, non-multiple equations. That means you require two non-zero equations which are not multiple of each other. Okay, because this is a homogeneous system, and if you are going to apply the Cramer's rule for homogeneous, then this is the first basic condition. Now, what we are going to do for Cramer's rule, what you have to do is you have to write down x upon is equal to minus y upon is equal to z upon. Now, x upon minor of x, that means you have to remove the column of x, and the remaining minor, that will be a minus 3 1 minus 7 and 4. Same manner, minus y upon, you have to put the minor of y. That means the column of y is removed and you will have 4, 1, 6, 4. Same manner, z upon the minor of z, that means you have to remove the column of z, and that will be a 4 minus 3, 6 minus 7. Now, simplifying these terms, that will give you x upon minus 5 is equal to minus y upon 10 is equal to z upon minus 10, because we are simply simplifying the determinant up. Okay, and the common factor cancel out and minus will be cancel out from all of them. So you can have x is equal to minus 1t, y is equal to minus 2t, and z is equal to minus 2t. And we are going to suppose each ratio is equal to t1. Here you can put any value t, write down t or t1 or t2 or r or s, or you can put any value. Okay, so what we have is lambda is equal to x is equal to minus t1, y is equal to minus t2, z is equal to minus x is equal to minus t1, y is equal to minus 2t1, and z is equal to minus 2t1. See, if you are going to put these values in the original vector x, capital X, then capital X is equal to the column vector x, y, z, and x is equal to minus t1, y is equal to minus t2, and z is equal to minus 2t1 and minus 2t1. So that will give you the vector t1 common out. You can also common out the minus, and that will give you the vector t1 into minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. Or you can also write down minus t1 into 1, 2, 2. That means whatever the x1 we get, minus 1, minus 2, minus 2. Or you can also write down that 1, 2, 2. Then it will be the eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue lambda. Please remember this thing. Minus can be also common out. Same manner, for lambda is equal to 3, we are going to solve the system a minus lambda I into x is equal to 0. Now here we are going to put lambda is equal to 3. So the three diagonal entries are going to be changed out. First one is 8 minus 3, that will be 5. The second row, second entry will be a 7 minus 3, that will be a 4. And the last row's last entry, that will be a 3 minus 3 will be 0. So you will have the matrix of the form 5 minus 6, 2, minus 6, 4, minus 2, and 2 minus 4, 0 into the column matrix xyz is equal to the column matrix 0, 0, 0. And if we are going to write the equations, then we will have the equation 5x minus 6y plus 2z is equal to 0, minus 6x plus 4y minus 4z is equal to 0, and 2x minus 4y plus 0z is equal to 0. Again, you can apply the row echelon or the Cramer's rule. We are going to apply the Cramer's rule because we have two non-zero, non-multiple equations. So we are going to take the first two equations, 5x minus 6y plus 2z is equal to 0, 3x minus 2y plus 2z is equal to 0, And now we are going to use the Cramer's rule. Then again for Cramer's rule, you have to write down x upon minor of x is equal to y upon minus y upon minor of y is equal to z upon minor of z. So x upon minor of x, that means the column of x is removed, and that will give you minus 6, 2, minus 2, 2. Same manner, minus y upon minor of y, so y, column of y is removed, and that will give you 5, 2, 3, 2. Same manner, z upon, you have to write down the minor of z, that is nothing but it is a 5 minus 6, 3 minus 2. Now, if you are going to simplify, then minus 6 into 2, minus 12, minus minus plus 4, that will be x upon minus 8 is equal to minus y upon 5, 2 is a 10 minus 6, that will be a 4, and z upon minus 10 minus minus plus 18, that will be a plus 8. So 4 will be common out and cancel, and you will have x upon minus 2 is equal to y upon minus 1 is equal to z upon 2, and say each ratio is equal to something t2. As we have already taken a t1, so here we have written a t2. It is not necessary you can change the constant, you can put repeated constant also, and that will give you x is equal to minus 2t2, y is equal to minus t2, and z is equal to 2t2. So if you are going to write down the column vector x, then you will have minus 2t2 minus t2 2t2, t2 will be common out, and you will have minus 2 minus 1 and 2. So you will have t2 into x2. So whatever the vector you get minus 2 minus 1 2, that is called the eigenvector corresponding to lambda is equal to 3. Same manner, you have to find out the eigenvector for lambda is equal to 15. For that, we are going to put the value of lambda in a minus lambda I is equal to x. A minus lambda into x is equal to 0. In that, we are going to put lambda is equal to 15. Then three diagonal entries are going to be changed out. First one is 8 minus 15, that means minus 7. Second diagonal entry will be a 7 minus 15, that will be minus 8. And last diagonal entry will be 3 minus 15, that means minus 12. So your matrix is now of the form minus 7, minus 6, 2, minus 6, minus 8, minus 4, and 2, minus 4, minus 12 into column vector x, y, z is equal to column vector 0, 0, 0. And if we are going to write down this in a equation form, then you will have two equations, minus 7x minus 6y plus 2z is equal to 0, minus 6x minus 8y minus 4z is equal to 0, and 2x minus 4y minus 12z is equal to 0. Now, we are going to use again the Cramer rule, and from first two equation, we have the system x upon determinant of minus 6 2 4 2 is equal to minus y upon determinant of minus 7 2 3 2 is equal to z upon determinant of minus 7 minus 6 and 3 4. So if you are going to simplify this one, then you will have 6 2 is a minus 6 into 2 minus 12 minus 4 2 is a 8, that means minus 12 minus 8, that is minus 20. Same manner, minus y upon minus 7 into 2 minus 14 minus 2 into 3, that will be 6, that means minus 14 minus 6, that is minus 20. And same manner, z upon 7 4 minus 7 into 4 minus 28 minus 18, because minus 6 into 3 is minus 18. So minus 28 plus 18, that will be a minus 10. So if you are going to cancel out the common factors, then the 10 will be common out and cancel, and minus will be also common out and cancel. That will give you x upon 2 is equal to y upon minus 2 is equal to z upon 1. And we are going to say that each ratio is equal to T3, because T1 and T2 we have already taken. That will give x is equal to 2T3, y is equal to minus 2T3, and z is equal to T3. Now, so this will give you x, where your eigenvector x is equal to the column vector capital X is equal to the column vector x, y, z, and putting the values of x, y, and z, that will give you 2t3 minus 2t3 and t3. So t3 will be common out, and you will have 2t3 into 2 minus 1, 2 minus 2 1, and that will give you t3 into x3. So whatever the vector you get, 2 minus 2 1, that is your eigenvector corresponding to the lambda is equal to 15. So This is the method to find eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Okay. Now, if you have any query or any doubt regarding this topic, then please feel free to contact me. Thank you.